From spending quality time in cemeteries to strange superstitions. Stay tuned to number 1 to find out what country has declared a national holiday for sex. Number 10. Danes hang out in the cemetery. There are plenty of beautiful places throughout Denmark where one can enjoy the great outdoors. But why bother with a public park or a lakefront greenway when you can stroll through the neighborhood cemetery? Well, in Denmark, it's not an uncommon practice at all. In Danish culture, cemeteries are not just for grieving the loss of loved ones. Instead, they are common locations for people to have a picnic, throw a frisbee, or just generally hang out. While it may seem creepy to have lunch at the foot of your grandmother's grave, it's just everyday life in Denmark. Some say it's the more secular nature of the country that helps make cemeteries a more acceptable, less terrifying place for people to visit. With a low population of Danes following major religious practices, there must be a lower chance of spirits and ghosts hanging around, making cemeteries just another kind of public park. Number 9. The many superstitions of Italy. Italians are famous for a million different things, but many don't realize the amount of superstitions the culture tends to follow. Some of these include, it is bad luck to place your hat on a bed as it is a symbol of death. It's also bad luck to make a toast at dinner with water or to spill salt during a meal. Randomly, the number 13 isn't considered unlucky, but 17 is. Many people wear cornicello charms for good luck. It's that red pepper looking thing. No one is quite sure why some of these superstitions exist. Some may have come from other countries over the years, while others come from references to lost wars and death of leaders. It is safe to say, though, that if you visit Italy long enough, you'll spot a few superstitious people and interesting superstitions. I also heard about a worldwide superstition about liking videos and subscribing to channels, as in, you should do it now. Take a moment to like this video and hit that subscribe button below. Number 8. Pointing with your lips in Nicaragua. Body language comes in many different forms around the world, but most cultures share a lot in common. The hand wave, the handshake, and the smile. All of these are common nearly everywhere, but in Nicaragua, pointing is a bit different. In Nicaragua, the locals tend to extend their lips as if for a kiss before tilting their heads to point. Ask someone where the bathroom is and they'll pucker up and point it out to you with their mouth. A little weird, but sometimes, to be more subtle, they won't even tilt their heads. They'll just use their lips alone. This is not the only interesting body language difference in the nation. While most countries wave someone towards themselves with an upward palm and curling fingers, Nicaraguans face the palm down. Just be ready for some interesting body language the next time you set off to Nicaragua. Number 7. Drinking ages around the world. It should come as no surprise that the United States has a slightly higher drinking age than many other countries around the world. While American kids have to wait until 21 years of age to get their first legal drink, most nations allow people to drink at 18 and some even sooner. Spain, for example, allows it as early as 16 years old, and Antigua allows it at 10. Many nations tie their drinking age to the food cultures of their country, as many of them have wine with dinner. Some reports show that allowing kids to drink earlier actually lowers the amount of incidents in drunken disorderly conduct, as drinking itself is not seen as such a big taboo like it is in the States. However, other reports simply show more teenagers getting drunk earlier than they do in the US. There have been studies that suggest that the drinking age should actually be raised to 25 in as many areas of the world as possible, due to the brain's development continuing until around that age. Needless to say, this won't likely have any effect on the drinking age anywhere anytime soon. Number 6. Spanish siestas. We have all heard of the Spanish siesta. Everyone goes home for a 3-hour nap in the middle of the workday and then comes back afterwards. While the return to work part just sounds crazy, the whole concept is a bit different from what we learned about growing up. This long-standing tradition has existed for generations throughout the Spanish nations of the world, but it comes with a few extra details. The siesta traces back a long way and may have been a reprieve in much tougher times. In many Spanish nations, it was not uncommon to take 2 jobs, and the siesta served as the gap between the day job and the night job. However it came to be, it's a nice break during the day for workers. even if it may be an inconvenience for the unsuspecting tourist looking to go shopping in the afternoon. In most Spanish nations, everyone is off of work between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. Most people do go home, but they only take a quick nap or maybe not even a nap at all. The break is really for taking a lengthy lunch and reconnecting with family and friends. Sorry, lazy ones, but nobody really takes a 3-hour nap during the middle of their workday, except for you. Number 5. Staring at people in China. Pretty much everywhere on planet Earth, it is seen as disrespectful and rude to glare at somebody. Whether you know them or not, whether you're angry or happy with them, it just doesn't go over well anywhere at all. Except China. In China, it's pretty much the norm. No one really knows where the custom came from, but it seems to boil down to a few general reasons. Chinese people are naturally curious. When someone is speaking, they listen intently. When something is happening, they watch it closely. And of course, when someone visits from another country, they wonder who they are. In addition, some theorize that many people in China are curious as to why people from other countries, especially rich ones, would bother to visit their nation when they have perfectly nice homelands of their own. Whatever the reason may be, just don't take it personally when people start staring at you. In fact, feel free to stare back. Number 4. Squillo calls in Italy. Who doesn't love it when their phone rings once and there's a quick hang-up? Nothing like getting a call and not even having a chance to respond to find out what it's about. Returning to our list is the nation of Italy and the famous Squillo call. While doing this in any other nation would be seen as rude or annoying, in Italy, it's perfectly fine. The strange part is that the Squillo call has a different meaning nearly every time it's done. For example, if your friend is running late, they may give you a quick single ring as a way of letting you know they'll be late. If you just met someone and you want to swap numbers, a one-ring call is all you need to capture their number on your caller ID. Even friends and loved ones will perform a Squillo just as a way to say they're thinking about one another. Out of context, it seems insulting, but within context, it almost seems like a very efficient way of communicating. So the next time you get a single ring call, maybe it's your favorite telemarketer calling just to say hi. On the other hand, I think I'll just stick with text messaging. Number 3. The peaceful up yours. The peace sign is a fairly universal symbol all around the world. 2 fingers extended upward has been a common symbol for peace for nearly 100 years. It can be surprising to find out that in British nations, a twist of the wrist is all you need to do to change from peace to up yours. The origins are pretty vague, but it could be connected to the 100 Years' War. When England defeated the French, it was greatly due to their superior longbow archers. The 2 fingers extended upward may represent the longbow that secured the victory for the Brits, making the hand gesture a way to remind their enemies of their loss. By the time World War II had begun, the symbol was used as a way to insult the Germans and declare a V for victory, all while the forward palm version was already meaning peace in many nations. So feel free to wave the peace sign at your British friends. Just be sure to keep your wrist outward. Number 2. Procreation Day in Russia. Just as it sounds, the Russians have a Procreation Day. Yes, a day dedicated to procreation among their citizens in hopes of creating more citizens. With the country's decline in population in recent years, along with the disproportionate number of women to men, it only makes sense to declare a national day for it. The tradition started recently, in 2005, when the government instituted the Day of Conception every year on September 12th. Couples are even offered the day off from work so that they can work on conceiving. Even better, the government offers cash and prizes to couples who manage to have a baby exactly 9 months later on June 12th. The National Day of Conception hopes not only to raise the population of the country, but also to inspire young people to get more interested in having sex. Yes, Russia is a weird place. Number 1. Canadians buy milk in bags. You have probably heard about this one and not believed it. You may have even seen bags of milk and wondered how it works. Well, it's true. And surprisingly, it works pretty well. While you can still find some cartons and bottles of milk in Canada, most of the milk is sold in large bags with 3 separate pouches inside each one. The milk is placed into a dispenser in the home, 1 pouch at a time, ensuring that the milk stays fresh. This makes it easier to handle the milk keep it fresh, and reduce waste. The concept of milk in a bag did not happen on its own though, but in fact due to the nation's change to the metric system. Much like the United States, Canadians used to get their milk in glass jars. In the 1960s, the government decided to transition into metric, and as it turns out, there was no cheap or easy way to create the new metric-sized bottles. That and everyone was aware of the problem of broken bottles and wanted a new form of milk delivery anyway. In addition to all of this, it turned out to be very easy to fill bags with metric measured amounts of milk, so the milk companies just went with that. Sell everyone a dispenser, and you can sell the milk in cheap bags and not need to reinvent the wheel for the new metric system. What crazy cultural differences can you think of? Let us know in the comments below, and take care.